It's Saturday morning, it's early. We have one style to ship out already. Let's do it. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad about this one. The reason being, it's a personal. I think these are super dope. And the leather quality is pretty insane on these too, considering it's like $100 shoe. And some people slept on these ones, man. A lot of people really slept on them. But leather quality is really nice on these, to the point where I was really debating on keeping it, but I decided to list it on the website because there is a shoe that I personally want a little bit more. So it was more of a coin toss. If someone took it, hope they enjoy it. If they did not take it, then I would have been happy to keep it, but it is what it is. Gotta ship it out. All right, so we're headed over to the post office. We're gonna drop this off real quick, and then we have another few things that we gotta take care of today. So I like to try and get started, just in case more opportunities come up throughout the day. So if there's anything that I guess I've learned with reselling the last few years, and one thing that I can, I guess, give as a tip that I think is valuable for anybody who wants to get into this or who's already doing this but might just need a little bit of a reset to what they're doing, just be consistent. Consistency is key. I mean, it's just like anything else. If you want to diet and get into shape, you got to be consistent with that diet. If you want to get stronger, you got to work out. You got to do it consistently. You want to get an education, you got to do it consistently. Otherwise, I mean, you can still achieve the same goals, but you're going to work a lot harder for a much longer time. It just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, just be consistent, man. Like, if you got an order that you got to ship out, the best thing you can do as a thank you to the person who bought from you, get that item to them immediately. I mean, I've dealt with a few people over the last couple of years where I paid for something and it just sat. It was pending for a very long time, and that is not the move, I'll tell you that much. It sucks because at that point it's like, well, am I actually going to get my item that I paid for? And this goes for both like big name businesses, and this goes for people that are just trying to get their name established. I've dealt with both where it has taken forever and it's just not the move. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, the best thank you that you can give to someone, just a sign of respect, is getting that item out ASAP. So if it's local, go meet up with them, make the time for it, drop it off, make that connection. If it's something that someone ordered online, or like, you know, paid you through Instagram or wherever it is that you're selling your stuff, ship it out the same day if you can. If you can't, it's understandable. Like, don't go rushing through traffic or, you know, like driving crazy just to go and drop it off quick. But very, very, very worst case, what I have literally always done since we opened is dropped off next day. That's the worst case scenario. Once the pandemic started, it did suck, because although my philosophy with it of just drop it off the same day if it's something that needs to be shipped out, obviously there's been shipping delays, and that's out of my hands, that's out of everyone's hands. So what I'm referring to for people not like getting me my stuff right away, that was well before the pandemic, and to me it's unacceptable. But yeah, anything during this pandemic, it sucks, it happens. But yeah, like I said, just biggest sign of respect. Someone gave you their money, trusted you. Just make sure that you communicate with them, get that item out ASAP. It's literally going to cost you nothing. It's free to do that. And it establishes trust on both ends. So if you can build a long relationship out of something as simple as that, just do it. It makes 100% sense. So that's my best tip that I can give to anyone of any age, of any amount of experience. I know the lady in there, she's super cool. big tip too, if you're shipping anywhere, try to go to the usual spots, because I mean they might help you out every now and again. So they're super cool. I bring all my business to like the same spot always. But yeah, I mean, there's been a couple times where like I forgot to tape up my box, or like I ran out of tape, or I maybe didn't have like a label pouch or whatever it might have been. So she's hooked it up. Like I take so many boxes there at this point that she doesn't charge me when it's like stupid little things. Like some places like the UPS around here, they charge me like $1 for a label pouch, or they'll charge me, I think it was like $1.50 for one strip of tape. So I mean, just be cool. If you're gonna be building your brand, your business, try to help other businesses like along the way. It's gonna go a long way, trust. All right, I just took a shower, messaging people all morning, had my coffee. We have a couple deals lined up, so I'm about to leave, and then I will show you guys which deal I have lined up right now. All right, I just got here. Like I said, it's not a sneaker deal, but I'm just waiting for the dude to pull up. He said he's maybe 4 minutes away right now, so let's see if he actually pulls through. But this will be a big dub for the day, so stay tuned. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. So deal's done. Super happy. What I had was a spare PS5. So I got stupid lucky. I have never had this happen before. I was on the Walmart queue when PS5s came out, and I refreshed the page, and bro, I could not get in for the life of me. And then I refreshed the queue, and not only did it have the quantity change to available, I was at the checkout screen with the PS5 in cart. All I had to do was just pay. So I just did Apple Pay, and next thing I know, I had a spare PS5. So that has literally never happened to me for a sneaker, for clothes, for anything I've ever tried for. So stupid lucky. I thought it was going to get canceled. A lot of people were getting cancels, but I got a random PS5. So I threw it up on eBay, and super random, but I had it for local pickup as well. Turns out the dude lived 10 minutes away from me, so he hit me. Here's my number, let's meet up. Quick $800, because the price dropped on him significantly after the holidays, and unfortunately for my PS5, it came in the day after Christmas, so the prices dropped like crazy. But yeah, dude met up, man of his word, 800. He waited for me to deposit it at the bank because his Zelle wasn't working or something like that. So it seemed sketch. So I just told him, like, me deposit the cash, and then from there, I'll hand it off. We're good to go. But super patient. He was on time. Like random sale for the day, but yeah, quick 800. So I'm gonna go get coffee again, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. So stay tuned. All right, I just left a deal. Pretty happy with what I got. Not bad at all. Dude was kind of in a rush, so it was really quick, which I'm really not opposed to that at times, but pretty clean. They are pre-owned. They don't have the paper, they don't have the shoe trees, but some creasing. Midsoles are a little dirty. There's no damage to the shoe at all, which is really what's important. Both shoes are super clean. Creasing is normal on the heel right there. I'm really not tripping about it. You know what? Even still has the size tag. The little sticker on the insole. Has it on both. And a really good sign is that the Nike Air is not completely off on the insole. It's still intact on both of them. So I mean, it's a worn pair, so you can't really expect too much of it, especially given that the shoe's a couple years old now too. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal. This shoe sat at outlets at one point, so not expecting it to be perfect or anything, but oh, has the extra laces too. That's always a plus. Box has a little bit of damage. I paid $225, but in all honesty, he wanted, I forget, it was like maybe another $30-40 initially, but he was cool coming down on the price. I just showed him what it is. a little damaged, not that big of a deal. I'm gonna clean these up right now and list them soon. It's a size 9.5, so all you 9.5ers, you'll see it soon. All right, so I got hit up. Let me turn this light on. One of our regulars hit us up. He's a normal consignor. He normally buys with us. He'll sell to us too. So I mean, like I said earlier, be prompt. It's just a sign of respect. If you could be prompt with everything, people hook you up. So it's just good business. It's good practice. It doesn't matter what you do. It could be any type of business. Just be prompt and then be truthful. So I'm gonna go hit him up right now. I have one shoe that's a steal I'm gonna go pick up, and then he said he's willing to let go of some other stuff in his closet. So I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping out of his personal collection, see what he has. Hopefully I find a couple things that can be profitable for us, and then I think he might have a couple things my size, so I might shop for a couple things. So we'll see. All right, we just got here. Let's go inside, say what's up.
What's up?
Yo.
Hey, what's up, Dom? Come in.
Is your dog gonna run out or anything?
No.
Okay, for sure. Hey Shay, how are you?
Hi, beat it. I mean, move. Stop.
This is low.
Yeah, just to run through it real quick. 170?
Yeah.
We said 130?
140.
140?
Yeah.
Okay. 120.
Is that what it said?
I think we said 120 on this one.
I said 140 on that too. I don't remember.
I wouldn't pay 140 on that one.
120. Right, keep it going with 120 for now, yeah.
Okay. 80.
And then 100.
And then 100. Cool.
610.
610?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good zealot to you. Alright, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, man.
You too, bro.
So it is the following day. I didn't film whatever my haul was from that buyout last night when I got home. The reason being, I don't know if you could tell in the streets after I was saying goodbye, it had just started raining, like really pouring on the way home. So I just waited till today to film everything we got. But I did actually end up getting a few more things. So I'm gonna walk you guys through what I picked up right now. I'm just emptying it out right now out of my car. I'll talk about what I got in the initial buy, and then he threw me a couple random things for a steal at the end, which I am okay with buying beaters if it's for the right price. So let me walk you guys through that real quick. I got the breads on today. We got a dead stock pair of these for retail. Perfectly fine with that. We got I believe these are called the Pepper. He did cut the laces. These have the Infinity System lacing system on it. He did cut it, and then he put the red laces that it came with. He has the extra laces and everything. $80. $80. They're in good condition. So I'll still clean them up to hook up whoever buys them next. But 80 bucks, I was like, I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm not mad at it at all. Last minute, he was telling me that he's not really wearing these. He bought them used off someone else. Just not feeling it. It's a good colorway though. You feel me? Like, they're not bad at all. But he's just not wearing them. So I'm gonna clean these up. I think he said he paid like 160 or 170, something like that used, but just not wearing them. They're taking up room. He realizes that he made kind of made a mistake on it because he bought a used pair, wore it one time. So $100. I'm not mad at it at all. So next on the list, we got another Yeezy. These ones are Israfils. Not a bad colorway. This one also has that infinity lacing system, or whatever they're calling it. He did not snip this one. This one also has the bonus laces with it. Never used it, but I mean, it still says most of Adidas Yeezy right there. Yeezy kind of came off, but Adidas still there. Tons and tons and tons of life left on these ones. Didn't wear them too much. Again, I'm gonna clean those ones just to kind of hook up whoever ends up purchasing them. I paid $120 on these ones, so really not upset with them. And then this is all just for the initial buy. So I bought 5 items out of everything. He had some dunks. He had a few SBs. He had some. I believe he had a couple more Jordans. He was kind of on the fence about selling, but he ultimately was just kind of like, you know what? Like, I talked it over with him. I was like, is this gonna be, you know, like he was kind of just passing on it in the end. So I was like, is it the price that you're trying to get? Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff he had, there were some Yeezys, some Jordans, some SBs, and they were kind of high on the price. But I think in the end he realized he just wanted to keep them, so it's all good. But this concludes the end of the 5-piece we showed up for. But everybody's seen zebras before, but again, really not bad. Maybe because it was just like low light when I was picking them up, but I actually thought they were worse condition. These, so they're really not yellowed. For those that don't know, the more recent re-releases, it came with like a bleached white sole. This is from the previous releases. I believe this was the second release. Only thing is, so I paid $610 for these 5-piece, but these were $140. But in the end, I guess he kept all his boxes in the garage, and this zebra box he couldn't find. So what he found out was that this was actually a replacement box, and then he had cut a hole in it. So he actually shot us $20 back. So I mean, $5.90. I'm not upset at it. Not upset at it at all. And then last minute, he was asking if I was interested in a couple beaters. Oops. So these Supreme Dunks, which, I'm sorry, Supreme Dunks, what did I just say? The Supreme Air Forces, Air Force 2s. These were, he was asking $50. I believe it's $50 in the end. And then these are actually going for a pretty penny too now. The Truckets. It's a high that came out. They didn't do too crazy, but it's not a bad shoe. Could definitely be worse. They're not bad, but he had those ones, which are going for a decent amount right now, actually. Cool little details. Got the cactus back there. But he threw those in for, I think, $70. And then one of the OG colorways for a $270. They're dusty. They are dusty, but still, like, what's cool about him is that he's really gentle with all his stuff. So this pair, he said he did buy used, but tons and tons of life left on it. And then the bonus box. The bonus is that it has the box, is what I meant. But yeah, not bad. So I paid him, he wanted, I forget how much, I think about $180 for these. In the end, it was $120. No, $140. But he took off $20 to make it $120 because of the issue with the hole in that box. And then this was just a freebie. Pair of Roshis. So I think he wanted like 15 or $20. And I was like, honestly, the only way I'm leaving with these is if you throw it in. And I honestly wasn't trying to finesse it or anything like that. It was just, I just wasn't gonna pay any money for those ones. So in the end, I'm not really upset with this haul. I mean, I got one brand new shoe out of all of it, but from the initial buy of $5.90 for these 5, so being, oops, the Israfel, the Pepper that just fell out the box, the Fire Red 5s, the Zebra, and then the Japans, I paid $5.90 because he shot us 20 bucks back. I can get all that money back for the bulk of it just off the Yeezys alone. So in the end, we might just sit on that Japan for a little bit. And then over here, like I said, for 120, I'm not upset with it. It could definitely be worse, but I was looking at market on these. I'm gonna clean them up. They're already pretty clean, but they are going for a pretty penny right now. I could probably move it for like $100. Even if it goes a little bit less, like $80, then those are all just kind of left over, which these are also going for about 100. The Air Max, probably not like 100, but even if I let it go for maybe like 60 bucks, it's altogether not a bad buy at all. So don't be scared for like beaters. Don't be scared. So speaking of not being afraid of buying beaters, I picked up 2 pairs, 2 dead stock retail pairs, and I'm gonna show you what I paid right now because I'm actually gonna go back and return them without showing my info. Got 2 of them for $140 a pop. So to me, shipping's free, but it's about 300 bucks with tax. So what I picked up, the reverse flu game. Now, it's not a bad shoe by any means. I'm not saying it's a bad shoe. They're actually pretty dope. I like them in hand. But 2 dead stock grade school pairs, which could be something you might want to hold on, but in my case, I just picked up all those beater pairs, used pairs, for much cheaper. And I can flip them quicker. So this is a 6.5. It's going right back. And then I have a 4.5Y. So my logic with these, that's $300 for 2 dead stock pairs. For the initial buy yesterday, we spent a grand total of $590, and that picked up a Yeezy Zebra, a Yeezy Israfil, a Yeezy Pepper, the Kodak Japans, and the Fire Red 5. So the way that I'm looking at it, I mean, I would rather spend just about 300 more, but all of those can easily be flipped. Whereas right now, the flu games, it could be a hold. It could be a hold, but it's just not there yet. So it's safer to actually just return it, which I hate to do. I almost never return sneakers, but in this case, we've been getting hit up a lot, and I would rather have that capital because they're going for under retail at the moment. So take it with a grain of salt. I typically like to buy dead stock, but it's all good. It just depends on what's coming to us, and what's been coming to us, it makes a lot more sense to go the used route as opposed to sticking with some dead stock stuff that is going for under retail and you have no idea when it's gonna pop up. So we're off to the mall. I have a cleaning that I finished. I have to go drop that off. It was just a really easy spot clean, so it's like 10 bucks. So I'm gonna drop that off real quick. From there, I do have another deal where I'm going to be selling a Yeezy. And then from there, I have another deal that I have to drive a little further out for. It might be 1, maybe 2 pairs. And then from there, I have to actually go back to the person I'm selling the 1 pair to right now. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of driving for a minute. So just to recap, dropping off a cleaning, from there, selling a shoe, from there, driving probably like 30 minutes, buying 1 or 2 pairs, and then coming back to the person I'm selling the first pair to. The reason being, they're actually working and they're just gonna meet me like on their lunch break. So it is what it is. It's cool. They the reason I'm coming back, they might be selling me a couple pairs too, but I just don't have time to take a look at it since they are on their break. So we'll see how it goes. All right. First meetup is done. For the cleaning, it was looking like it's gonna rain pretty bad right now. So I'm gonna head over, sell the Yeezy real quick. I'll show you guys which one, and then I'm really just trying to beat the rain. I'll show you. It's dark out here right now. Just got to the person who I'm gonna sell the shoe to. We have these guys. Not a bad shoe. I think they're clean. not the biggest 380 fan, but in all honesty, I think they're clean. So, funny enough, I'm selling him this pair for retail, and then I have a pair that I got in my size. I actually hit twice. I didn't realize I entered twice on the Adidas app, and I won twice, but they sent me a 9.5, which I can't fit into, as well as a 10.5. So 9.5 is gonna be sold right now. 10.5, I'm gonna go trade it off. So see you in a few. Thanks again.
Thanks, though.
Yeah, dude.
You, man.
See you later.
See you, brother.
All right, the 9.5 is sold. I just sold it for $230 even. I didn't film the whole thing. Again, it looks like it's about to start raining pretty bad in a few minutes. So I'm gonna. This deal was actually in Corona. So the kid who had a cleaning to pick up, Corona. This deal, Corona, and then the next one's actually in San Bernardino. So it's gonna be a minute, probably like 40 minutes actually. So hopefully it doesn't start pouring. We'll see what happens. All right, so super random, but the pair of turbo greens that I had cleaned up like yesterday, I'm all clean again. Super random, but on the way to go do the deal that I was gonna do, I had totally dropped the ball. I forgot to hit this dude up. So I hit him up to try and schedule an appointment. He was actually like 2 minutes from where I was at. So I just pulled over and yeah, kind of worked out for both parties. So he's gonna get this dropped off right now. I'm just waiting for him to come out. But like I said, it's getting kind of dark, kind of quick out here. You could probably hear the wind coming in. So drop this off and then I'm gonna head out. Damn, it just started coming down, huh?
Dude, can I tell you, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted to just take it, I trust you. Just tell me when you get inside. I know, bro. You're good, bro.
I don't know. You sure?
Yeah. Bro, it's starting to rain. I don't want it to get damaged.
What's the phone number again?
All right, bro. You good?
Let's see.
Woo. Oh yeah, the laces. I normally lace it up, but I saw how you had it. I didn't know if you wanted to lace it a certain way.
Damn.
Whatever.
Suck or what? That suck, bro. You shot the price up $200 on me.
I hope she likes them.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, man. Stay warm, bro. Man, bro's cool. His girl, he got her the turbo greens at some thrift shop, man. He came up, but they were all stained out. So, I mean, he's been cool with this for a long time. So, I had to charge him $40. I just happened to deliver it because I happened to be like 2 minutes from his place. So, he was hype on it. It was tight. So, as you can tell, it started raining even during the transaction. I mean, I was hoping he'd come out right away because I was like, bro, it is about to rain on these, but we caught a little rain. It's all right. About to do the last deal. I may or may not go back to dude I sold the Yeezys to, just depending on how bad it's gonna be raining. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we're here. I'll take care of this real quick. What's up, bro? All right, last deal is done. I'll show you guys what I got. Like my 6th pair of mochas in my size. I'm not mad about it. No, 7th. 7th or 8th, actually. Not mad about it. These keep going up in value. It's all good. Now let's see if we can make it back for the last deal. All right, so I picked up that mocha, but I ended up with one more pair of Jordan 1s. Now, I didn't buy this one. I wish I bought this one, but this one was actually already sold. So one of my buddies actually auctioned this off, and one of my other buddies won it. So this is about 2 months early. And sheesh, these are clean. Yeah, these won't come out till March. Today is January 25th, so this one's super early. But man, the material of the shoes, these are crazy. They're super silky, like really buttery. The leather's really nice too. The whole thing, if I had to compare it to any other shoe, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a rookie of the year, but blue. The only thing is too is like traditional tag. It's not the rubber one, but it's a really clean shoe. I'm digging these. Sheesh. Yeah, my buddy had a bunch of them, but they were already pretty much claimed for at the time and didn't really want to pay. I'm not gonna say how much he paid for them, but yeah, he paid quite the pretty penny for them. But yeah, they're fire. I can't wait for them to come out. But just a cool little sneak peek. I'm just dropping these off to the guy who I was actually supposed to be doing the buyout with. So kind of worked out for everybody. She also had a Yeezy Zebra that she was gonna let go of. He sold me his 2 days ago. And the funny part, these are actually super clean. They're asking what I would pay. She had this as well as the Yeezy Black non-reflective, but honestly, she wanted like 800. No, I'm sorry, 800. She wanted $400 for a size 8. Actually, no, these are an 8. Those were a 7.5. She wanted 400, but I had just told them, I mean, I think it's too much. They're pretty worn. These ones are actually really, really, really clean. So I just told him I would match what I paid him, $140 a couple days ago. She was cool with it, and then he gave me $20 for gas money for picking up his shoe. So it's like I paid $120 for a size 8. I'm finally home. I've been driving around for 6 hours. Not what I was planning on doing today, but it is what it is. I'll just do a quick breakdown of how this all played out. Well, first off, I'm freezing right now, so it doesn't normally rain in Southern California too much. It definitely doesn't hail. Tonight, it's supposed to be below freezing temperature, so that's new too. But it was an adventure for a Monday, so it was cool. Let's see. I spent $500 on not one but 2 Yeezy Onyx. Apparently, I entered on an alternate account as well as my regular account for the Onyx. I thought I did a 10.5 on both. I didn't even realize I entered on the second one, just being totally honest, but it said 10.5 on both of them. I got both. And what Adidas ultimately sent me was a 9.5 for one. So it's not my size. Couldn't even wear it. So $500 invested. Of that 500, the way today broke down, I had a $10 cleaning that it was just a spot check. So I had that, and then a $40 cleaning for a Jordan 1 Turbo Green. So that's $50 total from my 500, which brings me down to $450. From there, I had the size 9.5 Onyx that I sold for $230, which is retail. I didn't charge the tax that I paid or anything like that. The shoe's not really hitting like that. So from the $450, that was another $230 that I recouped, which brings me down to $220. The 10.5, I traded it at $200 value, so a massive hit on that one, like $50 hit on that one, so that sucked. But I traded it at $200 value, so that leaves me with $20. But then last minute, the guy who I sold the 9.5 to, he won a raffle, which was near where I was trading the 10.5. So he just shot me $20 as like a tip or gas money, however you want to look at it, for picking up his shoe because it was far and it was freezing. So I zeroed out. I completely recouped all the money back that I had paid for the 2 essentially bricks. They really weren't, well, they weren't like bricks. There was really no resale value, but it's not like, there are some shoes that you can buy that are like significantly below retail. This one wasn't too bad, but it was just cool because it all kind of started today, but the goal was to try and recoup the money for those 2. Ultimately, I did, so I was happy with it. But I did get a dead stock size 10 Jordan 1 Mocha, which is like my 7th pair in my size at this point. So it's just funny that I don't know why. I don't know why. Even when I was doing this trade, I was telling the dude, like, yo, I can't avoid getting a size 10. I don't know why. But whatever. Shoes fire, so I don't mind wearing them. So I put up $290 in cash for that one. And then when I dropped off the unreleased Jordan 1s, the guy's girlfriend was actually selling her Yeezy Zebras, and I bought his 2 days ago. Today's Monday night. I bought it Saturday night, and I gave him 140. So she was letting go of her black statics, non-reflective, but they were pretty worn, and just trying to get an idea of what she wanted for it. It was like $400. So I just told her I can't do it. There's no way I could do it. I don't even know if I was gonna list them that high. Just I told them straight up. So the thing is, I guess she was kind of on the fence about keeping them. So I was like, look, if you want to keep it, just keep it. It's cool. But the Zebras, I gave him 140 2 nights ago. So I was like, I mean, I could totally just match it. And she was cool with that. She was like, honestly, they're a size 8. I need a 7.5. It's too big. So they were clean. They're honestly really clean. So all in all, the goal was to make back my $500 on those 2 shoes that I couldn't do anything with, really. And in the end, I got it back. And then I coughed up $430. That got me a dead stock size 10 Mocha Jordan 1 and a used but very clean Zebra in a size 8. So I am not mad at it. That Zebra, I can probably pull at least another $100 out of. And that Mocha, those things are going to the moon right now. So it's just crazy because it hasn't even been a full 3 months since they released. But that shoe released at $170 retail, and they're floating at like $500. So I've seen some shops have been trying to push them for damn near 600. I don't know if it's actually moving or not, but yeah, all in all, 430. I should be able to get another $100 back out of that Zebra. So that Mocha, if I could at least get $100 additional back for it, then I'm gonna get close to paying a little over retail on it. So it's a huge win. So all in all, yeah, it was my weird Monday. So I'm gonna cut it at this point. I think that should just about wrap it up for these last few days because I started this on Saturday morning. So these will get better with time. I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is all off my phone, so I'll get better with time. Stay tuned and just stay posted. I'll have some more up soon. Peace.